Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 4th day of March 2024. I hope you're all safe and healthy today. Hope your family is safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are doing their best to save lives, and those also that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are out here trying to rescue those that are victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on all those who actually make money on these things. And double curses on all those perverts that create the demand that these things exist. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 600,000 men, women, children, and families, veterans, and senior citizens homeless in the United States of America. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So there's a basketball game scheduled tonight. The New York Knicks will be playing the Golden State Warriors on national television at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks are favored 65-35 over the Warriors, but this is nothing we could sleep on. Stephen Curry rolled his ankle last night. This is the second night of a back-to-back for the Warriors. But of course, you cannot sleep on the Warriors or Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, it looks like he might be soft. Light eyes, light skin. A lot of people equate that to soft. This dude ain't soft. He's tough. One of the nicknames for him is the baby-faced assassin. Been that way since he was in college, and he's still that way. Just dropped 56 a couple of nights ago, and is capable of coming in and destroying a team all by himself. So, got to take them seriously. Karl Anthony Towns is listed as questionable due to personal reasons. Now, it didn't say his knee. So first off, let's hope that all is well at the household of Karl Anthony Towns, that his family and everybody is doing well, and that he's okay, and that nobody's in any serious jeopardy of anything negative. So let's just wish him the best in that regard. But I have selfish reasons for mentioning Karl Anthony Towns. I'd actually like him to sit today. I wish he would, because I think he needs to rest on the knee. In fact, I hope he sits the next two games, because the Knicks have tonight against Golden State. Then they fly out to Los Angeles, and they have a back-to-back against the Lakers on Thursday and the Clippers on Friday. I would like not to see him play in the back-to-back. I'd like to definitely have him rest his knee, get treatment on the knee. The knee is going to probably be an issue for the whole season. Gato is not the type of dude that's going to complain about it. So you're not going to know how serious it is, just like his thumb. But if he can get rest and treatment, that's good. Secondly, my second reason for wanting him to sit tonight is I don't know why Precious Achiuwa played 4 minutes last Friday and DNPCD on Sunday. I don't know why. And I don't want to speculate why. All I can say is he's not on the injury report. So if he's not on the injury report, then he's not hurt. I personally would like to see the defense with Precious starting and MitchRob in the second unit. I would like to see that. I want to see what it looks like. I would like to see the defense with Precious in the starting unit, OG, Brunson, of course, McCall, and Hart. And I would like to see the second unit with MitchRob and Deuce and, Payne and Shamet as well. I would like to see that. That would be, I want to see, because I have, my gut tells me that defense would be hellified. And I'd like to see that. So Thibs would consider, starting Precious as going small. And if Hooparty was available, he would start Hooparty like he did the other day to good effect. But Hooparty's not available. And Precious is. So I want to see how this works out, especially if Cat sits. I want to see how Thibs does this. I don't know what the situation is. I get the feeling, some people have asked me, and I get the feeling that Thibs is using this period of time to focus on getting Mitchell Robinson prepared for the starting unit. That he's playing Mitchell Robinson 12 minutes, 13 minutes, whatever, getting him ready, and they're going to ramp up his minutes and get him prepared to start, and then bring Josh Hart to the bench, which means at the moment, Precious is the odd man out. At the moment, I don't think that would last. I think, this is just me, I have no inside information. I'm just thinking that once Mitchell Robinson is the starter at the 5, and you have Cat at the 4, and you bring Josh to the bench, Precious will be back in the rotation. It just makes sense to me. So we'll see how that works out. And again, let me just rebuke a few of y'all. Just because something doesn't go the way you think it should go, it's no reason for you to crap on the coach or on the team or on anybody. Some people say, I heard 2 stupid comments. One, it's inexcusable that Precious didn't play. Inexcusable? It's like, I said, Thibs don't need no damn excuse to coach his team the way he wants to. And then some other idiot, Cat is unplayable. Unplayable. Oh, I see. So he scores 24 a game and gets 13 boards a game, and he's unplayable. Some of y'all really, I don't. And then somebody said, leave Moses Brown alone. When y'all stop mentioning that scrub on my channel, I'll leave him alone. Speaking of that, the Knicks just signed Marjon Beauchamp, and I'm glad they did. I like Marjon Beauchamp, actually. As you could probably tell, I'm not very high on Moses Brown. I'm not very high on T.J. Warren. Different reasons, but I'm not very high on either of them. I am high on Marjon Beauchamp. I like Marjon Beauchamp, and I'll tell you why in a second. I also like Chuma Okeke. I like him too. Chuma Okeke is a couple of years older than Marjon Beauchamp. Like Chuma Okeke is 26. He's going to be 27 this summer. Marjon Beauchamp is 24. Okay, that's different worlds in the league. So Marjon Beauchamp has more upside. Both of them are about the same size. What I like about both situations, Okeke and Marjon, are wings. Both of them are wings. Okeke's a bit more buff. He's stronger. He could probably play the 3 or the 4. The problem with Okeke, which is just me, I feel like has kept him out of the big time, is defense. He has to play NBA level defense, and that's the issue. Okay, offensively, he's decent. The game is not too much for him. He can play in the NBA, but defensively, he has to be, for a guy, a wing. One of the blessings, or one of the perceived things about having wings in the NBA is their versatility. So a wing, an NBA wing, is expected to be able to play the 2 or the 3. The really good wings could play 2, 3, and 4, like OG and McCall can. They can definitely, the ones that are playing, the ones that are really in the league, can guard 2, 3, and 4. Okay? They can guard 2, 3, and 4 as well as play those 3 positions. So that's what makes a Josh Hart, a OG, a McCall Bridges very important. McCall, in his case, he guards 1s, he guards 2s, he guards 3s, and he guards 4s. Okay? And he does, whichever one's the best scorer from those positions, he guards them. And again, I'm going to add this to my little disclaimer at the beginning. I have Deuce, MitchRob, and Thibs as off limits. I'm going to have to add McCall Bridges to that because some of y'all getting too stupid. And I must have to say bye, boy, to some of y'all. McCall Bridges is exactly what I expected him to be. He's not any less. He's not any more. He's exactly what I expected when I was advocating for 2 years for the Knicks to get him. Not only that, I feel like he's going to go to another level come playoff time. The boy has been in the finals. It's not. This is not no rookie. This guy knows what he's doing. He's played in the finals for the Phoenix Suns. Okay, when they lost to the Bucks, but still, he's been there. He knows what a playoff is about. He's a grown man in terms of ball, so he know what he's doing. And all y'all trying to criticize him, don't come on my channel with it, because you're gonna get done. Okay, don't come on my channel with that. I don't want to hear what your delusional expectations are of McCall Bridges. Okay. Yeah, no. So But Marjon Beauchamp, let's talk about him. We talked about, with respect to Kevin Knox, having come in a bad situation with David Fizdale, not being properly developed and actually being drafted in a position that he shouldn't have been drafted in, like way too high for him, that raises the expectations, changes the situation for him. And that kind of have messed him up, and it kind of retarded his progress in his career. Glad to see he's now signed with Golden State and that he's coming along. It's good on him, man. He kept working hard. He's still working hard. He's trying to, stay in the league. I hope he gets a longer term deal, 3-4 years, make his money. So he's doing good to overcome his shaky start. And again, the shaky start wasn't just on him. It was where he was drafted, who was the coach, what was the situation. Knicks had a terrible run organization at that time when Kevin Knox came, and there was no proper development, for him. Fizdale was a screw up, period. So that was not the good situation for him. So it kind of retarded his progress. Beauchamp is very similar. I liked him coming out of the G League Ignite. I liked him coming out of the Ignite. I did not believe he was a first-round pick. He was picked in the first round. He was picked, I think he was picked 24th as I'm looking at him now. He was picked 24th, but I felt like he was a second rounder. If he was drafted as a second rounder, he might have been developed differently. Secondly, he came into a bad situation. The Bucks had won the championship, but the coach of the Bucks, Budenholzer at the time, was on the hot seat. And Budenholzer wanted Beauchamp, and they got him. And Budenholzer is a good coach, a good development coach. But in that scenario where there's a lot of turmoil and the turnover is about to happen, that's not a good situation for a rookie. Okay, so that was not good for him. And then he gets sent to the Clippers, and this is the situation. The Bucks were desperate for a high-level scorer, which Kevin Porter Jr. is. And Kevin Porter Jr. his attitude has played his way out of 3 organizations: Cleveland, Houston, and now the Clippers. He has been in 3 organizations. In his case, there's no question about Kevin Porter Jr.'s talent. He is a high-level talent, NBA talent. There's always a question about his attitude and his off-court demeanor, which gets him in trouble, okay? And again, it's ran him out of 3 teams. So here he was on the Clippers, and Tyronn Lue had enough. Whereas Milwaukee, there's always a team, unless, a guy cost them a lot of money, there's always a team that will take a risk on a high-level NBA talent. Kevin Porter Jr. is an NBA talent. He pretty much could do anything on the basketball court you want somebody to do, and he could score at a high level. So the Bucks, needing that, were desperate to give him a shot. So Beauchamp had to go out. And then the Clippers didn't need Beauchamp, so now he got waived and gives the Knicks the opportunity. So here's another cast-off, Marjon Beauchamp. But I like the fact that he's 6'6", 6'7" wing. He can guard at least 3 positions, the 2, the 3, and the 4. He can play at least 3 positions, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Young kid, strong body, a good attitude. And so I like that possibility for him, and especially the guarding part. See, again, OKK and him are very similar physically. He's a little bit slimmer, but more athletic than OKK. But Beauchamp can play NBA level defense. That's the difference. And so coming in to a Knicks organization that has his act together right now, this is going to be good for him, very good for him. So I don't know what the long-term prospects of him playing, because the Knicks are really stacked. But I like adding that talent. Again, kudos to the Don. I like adding that talent to our G League affiliate. He's a 2-way guy. You can let him play for 2 years on a 2-way contract and bring him up once you need him, especially, with injuries happening every year, people going to miss games. Just even every year, people going to miss games. It's very rare that you get him. Kyle Bridges doesn't miss a game. But most guys going to miss at least 5 to 10 games. So you're talking about most guys going to play a 72-game season. So that gives a guy like Beauchamp a chance to come up and show what he could do. I like that. That's a good move for the Knicks. Again, I wasn't very high on Moses Brown. I think Moses Brown is fool's gold. I really do. I think he's Eddie Curry style fool's gold. I don't think he's really worth us getting all hyped about. And again, TJ Warren's best days are behind him. He's a veteran that can help some team. I don't think he's good for us because we got what we need in our starting rotation. We don't need TJ Warren. So a guy like Beauchamp, 24 years old, young boy, can come along in the system and in the culture of the Knicks. I think he fit the culture. So I like that. I like that about him. So I'm glad they made this move. Again, he's going to be in our two-way G League affiliate. I'm not sure who the Knicks are going to sign as the 15th guy. We'll probably find out today if it's Moses Brown or whoever the heck it is. I don't care really, honestly. But I like this move with Beauchamp. I like Beauchamp. So tonight we got Golden State. We're going to see how this works out. Tonight, I hope Cat sits because I do want to see Precious play. And I do want to see what it looks like with him with defense also. Because Precious, to me, plays high-level defense. And I want to see him with other defenders like OG, Hart, McCall, all of them, and Dukes, of course. And then you got MitchRob. And I want to see him. So you have that defensive combination. And now we know Brunson is Brunson. He's all-NBA, all-star. He should be first-team all-NBA again this year. He's in his prime, and Brunson is balling, and Brunson's the ultimate closer. Probably, I would say, Brunson is probably one of the, I would definitely say he's one of the 3 or 4 best closers in basketball in terms of guys that you want in the clutch. So that's him. And then you got Deuce coming off the bench now, feeling good, feeling frisky, and doing his thing. Then, of course, we know about OG. We know about the rest of the crew. So we got enough persons that know how to put the ball in the hole. I just want to see that defense come back on a high level. And I'm feeling like if we can get Precious, and Thibs would be forced kind of to give Precious minutes if he's healthy, because you ain't got Cat, you ain't got Hoop Party, you got Precious. So you need to have a guy that can play the 5 right now. That's Precious Achiuwa. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this works out. But I'm selfishly hoping Cat sits. I think we could beat Golden State without Cat, and I want to see that defense crunching, especially when you got perimeter shooter like a Stephen Curry. Probably, I don't think I'm exaggerating to say he's probably one of the 3 or 4 greatest perimeter shooters in the history of the NBA. So that being the case, you're gonna be tested on your perimeter defense. Having a guy like MitchRob out there pushes everybody out a little bit more and makes that perimeter defense even tougher. So. And Jimmy Butler is on Golden State. Listen, there's certain players, if you actually look at the totality, and this is what I try to do on a regular basis. I try to look at a bigger picture, not the short-sighted picture, the bigger picture. So let's look at Jimmy Butler for a second. He was drafted by the Chicago Bulls, ended the first round. He was developed under Tom Thibodeau. Tough guy. This is a tough player, a complete player. He's lacking the consistent three-point shot, but that's, other than that, he's a really high-level NBA player. But he forced his way out of Chicago, forced his way out to get to Minnesota. He gets to Minnesota and shows his ass and forces his way out of Minnesota to get to Philly. He gets to Philly and shows his ass and forces his way out to get to Miami. He's so happy in Miami that he shows his ass and forces his way out, and now he's on Golden State. So he has forced his way out of 4 organizations. It takes talent to win a chip. But if you got a guy like that, you ain't winning no chip. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you got a guy that's in your rotation, it almost guarantees you're not going to win the championship. What you want him for? See? But that's what they got. That's, to me, it shows the Golden State Warriors' desperation to sell tickets. They really should be in rebuilding mode. Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, they should be building around these kids. Okay? Kuminga's out today. Moody's in. And then, you got to replace Draymond Green. Draymond Green is now playing the 5 for them. He's starting at the 5. I like our matchup with them. Especially, boys start getting stupid and you put OG on her. Anyway, I like the matchup against Golden State tonight. I hope Cat sits, rest the knee, take care of your personal business, and let's get Precious in there and see what happens. Y'all enjoy the game. Enjoy your Tuesday. Be safe. Shalom.